Hi guys, welcome back for another one. Today it's another hot take on another dev blog, another disappointing dev blog, just calling it what it is, but we will review it all, giving you guys my thoughts, plus a little extras that I want to talk about. So without further ado, sit back, relax, and let's get into it. In the dev blog this week, Illuminate the Night is giving us the full kit breakdown of Moon Knight. I'm going to start this off by saying I'm a little disappointed they didn't tell us how he's going to be released. Is he going to be a Blitz? Is he going to be an event milestone character like Emma Frost, as he's been speculated to be in the past? Most likely this far into the patch, most other patches guys, we are told when we can expect a character and exactly how they're going to be obtained. We've gotten no word on Moon Knight up to this point, and I was a little disappointed that it wasn't in this dev blog. But with that said, it jumps to this kit. Now guys, most of you guys watch me, I don't break down the kit in full. If you want to come catch me on Twitch, which I'm recording this live on Twitch right now, good plug. But if you guys want to come and check me out there, we can review that kit here. Come over, we can review it and all that stuff. I have done that already, but yeah, his kit, it looks good, right? It's just a little RNG dependent. For example, 50% chance to apply 3 additional negative effects 2 turns to each enemy on this list. And this is his ultimate, right? No control. There's a big difference between a character being slowed, being blind, being defense or offense down, or even getting the bleed mechanic. There's a big difference. And not only that, it's not 100% guaranteed. So there's a big difference in this, in the debuff. You can't depend on it. So it makes it very unique, very different. His damage stats are pretty good. I mean, 380 to 500% damage is a lot. But yeah, just a little RNG dependent character. How great is he going to be as a standalone character? I'm not sure. He does have some more buffs, which usually doesn't make good for a good standalone character, but they're not that OP, or I should say they're not that big of a difference between War and regular game modes. Like here, War, clear all positive effects on an enemy. A little bit of a different expectation, right? In War, you're going to go in there, you're going to clear off all his debuffs, especially when you got a room that applies 10 buffs to start the match. So good there, but else, you know, we'll see how he turns out. So I know the other question burning your guys' mind, how do I feel about Shadowlands? Well, given the fact of how they've reworked these new characters with older characters lately, they've all been bust. They've been lackluster, like just they don't live up to it. And you can even see that this team wasn't going to live up to the hype to start with, right? They said they were going to boost Elektra, Night Nurse, and Daredevil's health by 11%. They've already had to go back on that and increase it by almost 40% on the Elektra and Daredevil and 41% on Night Nurse. How bad are old characters when you gotta boost their health by almost 50%? So once again, like I said, I'm not too sure if I'm going to go crazy on these new characters or even this team in general. And I have a 6 red Night Nurse, guys. I'm just throwing out there, and I'm still not excited. So we'll see what happens when it comes out. Let the whales test them. If you're not a whale yourself, let them test them. Let them find out how good they are as standalone characters, and then make your decision from there. But I think for free to play, I wouldn't build these guys out of the gate. Now, before I move on to the more boring stuff of this dev blog, I do want to say one other thing. I did mention it in the beginning, like I want to know if this character is going to be a Blitz release or a milestone character. And that's mainly is that the community is a little hyped right now with the possible announcement of Silver Surfer being the next release character. And a lot of people want to see Silver Surfer be the milestone release character because the milestone release characters tend to be like pseudo-legendary characters. They're very, very good. Symbiote Spider-Man and Emma have set that bar. And I would like to know, do I have 4 more weeks before I really need to save up gold, or I can tell other players to save up gold for these milestone characters? So that's what I want to say out there. For me personally, I am hyped if Silver Surfer comes to the game. I'm a little nervous of what his tags are going to be. I'm kind of hoping he gets the Emma treatment where he's not really tagged with anybody, gives him a little bit more flexibility, but I won't be disappointed if he does get a tag to synergize with Fantastic Four or Defenders or Doom. Just throwing it out there. And then the other 2 I like to mention, Multiple Man. I'm assuming he's going to be like Loki on steroids, And Polaris is actually my second favorite Marvel character, Polaris is. So you guys gave me Jubilee. Now you're giving me Polaris, assuming that that's correct. You guys are trying to make my bank account deplete itself after not spending a single dime on you for 2 years. This is punishment. I will take no more of it. All right, moving on. Next up is Blitzes. So more Blitzes coming up. They're still doing the Black History Month thing. Nothing wrong with it. M'Baku, Chaos Theory. If you don't have M'Baku maxed out yet, his farm is... he's an arena store. You really don't want to waste your arena credits, but you have to. It's Chaos Theory. You really want Chaos Theory, guys. You really want to get your Wakandans up just for that event alone. So yes, you don't have 7 stars, go hard. Everyone else, like me, we're going to sit back and chill, so enjoy your extra shards. And then after that, we're going to get the return of Bishop, ending the final Astonishing X-Men. By then, most players in the game will have all the new characters unlocked. Unfortunately, I think Scopely needs to fix the 100 shard unlocked with Blitz, given how bad Blitz Sim is to newer players or maybe even mid-game players at this point. Because your whales don't whale for these characters anymore. They just blitz hard for 200 free shards. So I would like to see a change in Blitz, or at least dropping the Blitz unlock to 45 shards. But it is what it is. Bishop ends it, and then what happens next? Hopefully we get that stature Blitz. Anyways, bonus events. Once again, they're doing double drops on more, black characters for Black History Month. I would just love to see them do this on a more permanent basis. Stop doing the one day. Like, the one day drives me nuts, because I feel like it's a waste. Do it for longer than 1 day. Please do it for longer than 1 day. And that's pretty much where everything ends. Like I said, very lackluster dev blog. Now, I am going to give them some leeway here. And this is what I mean by some leeway. 1, we know there's a big dev blog coming up announcing all the new features they have planned for the first half of 2021. So to expect that to be included in this dev blog is a little unrealistic, and I get that. But these dev blogs have become quite bland. I used to get excited for them. I can't say I feel that way as of lately. I'm hoping that feeling returns once they release this mega, roadmap blog. But yeah, a little lackluster. Anyways, some other things I want to mention on. 1, I got one big point. We're going to say that to the end. But the second point here is that the mess up that they had yesterday in the game, and actually 2 days ago by the time you guys are seeing this on YouTube, the mess up with the lunar credits are giving us more credits to get more shards of Calling Ghost. What can I say? I don't know. I honestly don't know what it's like sitting in a boardroom for this game. This is how I imagine it, right? Most boardrooms you walk into, people screw up, right? You walk in, your boss is like laying the hammer down, right? That's a normal job. This job, I picture this some easygoing CEO walks into this boardroom with his latte coffee, sits down on the table, says, "Hey guys, you screwed up again. Good job. I'll see you next week." Walks out, gets on his jet, and flies down to Cancun. Honestly, that's the way I picture Scope at this point. I have never in my life seen so many screw ups, and they're not changes to make more things in place that this does not happen. It just seems crazy to me at this point. And the last thing I want to hit on, and this one's a really sour point, where is the announcement for the second farmable character this month? You only gave us one, and this is the last dev blog that goes in for the rest of February. The next dev blog will be covering what's going to happen in the beginning of March. It's going to give us the first farmable character in March. One character. And guys, this is right after you guys posted. Previously, we mentioned we delivered at least 2 characters per month with 1 guaranteed on the first Wednesday of the month. You just said this like last week, and already you're failing that. Where's the second character? And if you think that the 4 you gave us in January makes up for just 1 in February, think again. And I've done this math several times. You guys release characters at a pace of 3 characters to 5 weeks. And in the math of that, it gives us about 6 characters every year above the 2 release that you make farmable. So making extra characters farmable in 1 month helps cut down on that number of 6. Every other month, you guys should be doing 3. Just throwing it out there, right? Every other month we should be getting 3 instead of 2. And we're only getting 1 in February. I feel you guys have failed on your promise at a really bad time, to be honest. And I'm hoping that maybe we get 3 next month to make up for this. Because where's Beast? Where's Baron Zemo? right? They've been out in the game for so long and yet they're still not farmable. And that's where I'm going to end this one, guys. If you enjoyed it, give me a thumbs up. If you're new here and have not done so already, hit that subscribe button. And if you do not want to miss next week's hot take, hopefully I don't have to do one before then, hit that notification bell. And with all that said, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.